Welcome to All About the Philippines. So many times on this channel I've been told through comments that I must be one of the lucky ones to have found a good Filipina. After 6 years of marriage, our relationship still gets stronger each day, and I hear many other men out there who would have been married to a Filipina for several years say similar things. But are these guys right in saying I must be one of the lucky ones? Or is there much more to this than plain old luck? Just hold on one moment and we'll get to the video in a flash. Looking to date a Filipina, or already dating or married to a Filipina? I use my experiences around my relationship with my Filipina wife of 6 years, as well as my professional experience as a qualified relationship counsellor for the past 10 years to help you on your way. Are you after information, tips and resources for a successful relationship with a Filipina and maintain it? Too easy. Just take a second to subscribe and click the bell icon, and I promise you'll never miss out again. To me, there is no such thing as luck. Your actions prior to doing something will dictate the result, and this is very true when someone is looking to date or marry a Filipina. Look at it this way. If you're going for a job interview and you really want to get that job, and if you're serious about it, you just don't turn up to the interview without preparation. You may get online and learn about the company and the role you'll be applying for. You may also run through possible interview questions in your mind and work out your responses. They may have interviewed 10 or maybe 20 people, but when you get the job, was that lucky or was it clever and predictable because you were fully prepared? The same can be said when one is searching for a Filipina. He must be very prepared, and those that are not will only end up disappointed, heartbroken, and possibly relieved of their hard-earned money. And then he gets butthurt because the Filipina may have used him or lied to him, and he discovers his little exotic beauty isn't who he thought she was. Now he will tell everybody how bad Filipinas are. This is all based on his one trip to the Philippines and with his so-called failed relationship. So what separates these sorts of guys from the ones who are successful in finding a good Filipina that they are happy with? And of course the answer is, as I've already preluded to, is preparation. I've been with my Filipina wife for 6 years, and every day continues to get better and better. That doesn't mean there aren't any issues from time to time, but we sit down and resolve them and then we move on. But what is it that made my chances of success much more possible? And simply, as we've already said, it was the preparation that I put in from the moment I met her online to the first time I met her in person. And right here I'll make it easy for you guys who are looking to date a Filipina and break it down step by step to ensure you're prepared. Step number 1. My research started off learning about the country in which I was looking for a woman to spend my life with. Obviously her country is far different from mine, so learning about the Philippines history gave me some insight into the people of the Philippines. You also want to know what areas in the Philippines are safe and which are not, as well as what vaccinations you may need if you're going to certain parts of the Philippines. And of course, when the best time of the year to go to the Philippines is, so you can hopefully miss the typhoon and rainy seasons. Step number 2. Obviously I wanted to learn more about Filipinas and learn about the different types of Filipinas. So my research looking for what makes a Filipina genuine and what makes a scammer was very, very important. This was vital to learn and be comfortable in my ability to be able to recognize the signs of a scammer. As I'm certainly not a wealthy man and I was on an average wage at the time, and if you put the time and effort into learning the difference between a good Filipina and a scamming Filipina, then you'll be far more confident in your ability to identify most Filipinas who are playing a love scam on you. Step number 3. YouTube provides a vast amount of information on many things related to the Philippines and Filipinas, and so did reading many comments and asking questions to guys with vast experiences that I could learn from. So check out many YouTube channels and read many comments, but don't take them all as gospel. Get the information, gather it all together, and make your own judgments on what is good and not so good information. Step number 4. I knew that Filipino culture was different to that of Australia, so I made efforts to find out more about the Filipino culture via my own research online, and also I was chatting online with my girlfriend at that time. She was very open to answering my questions and helping me to understand more about her culture through her own eyes rather than listening to what other people might be saying or guessing. A couple of points that you may want to look into, or I'd really recommend you look into, because some guys do have a problem with these 2 points, and that is learn about Tampo and really what that means to a Filipina and how it's cultural and learnt behaviour in the Philippines. Think about how you can manage that and chat with your girlfriend to find out if this is something she does, and if so, how will that be in your relationship with your Filipina. And the second point is when she comes to live with you in your country, what are her expectations around sending money home to her family? Does she expect she'll be sending it home monthly? How much? To whom? There's a lot to actually ask, and you need to work out within yourself if you're comfortable if she wants to do that. Not learning about those 2 things in particular will lead to problems down the track, so best to sort it out nice and early. Step number 5 is learning about religion in the Philippines, which is practiced by many Filipinas. Some are more devout than others, so speak about your Filipina's religion with her and find out how important religion is to her, and during those conversations you'll soon find out whether she's rather over the top with religion or more low key. Step number 6 is to specifically research the province or city where your new girlfriend lives. That will not only give you something to impress her with when you chat, but it'll also give you a good idea on how she may live her life in that province or city. And it'll also be interesting for you to get a bit of a feel for where she lives. Step number 7, ask your Filipina questions that are very important to know if you are both compatible to be in a long-term relationship together. Now, I did a video very recently called 10 Questions You Must Ask to Get to Know Filipina. Be sure to check it out after this video. There are many more questions you should be asking, but these 10 will certainly get you on your way. Now, I did all these things that I've mentioned before I met my Filipina in person, and most of all, rely on your instinct, or what I call gut feeling, to know if she's right for you. You will then have given yourself the best chance of success, and when that success arrives, there is no doubt that you were clever in love and not lucky in love. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Be sure to leave your comments below, share the video with your networks, subscribe to our friendly community, and press the bell icon to get all our future videos. Thanks very much for watching. I appreciate all your support. Take care, and bye for now.